Yeah, and so that's another thing. But social media, let's talk about that.
Okay.
So what I've noticed is that you guys know how whatever like the content that you're looking at on your phone, like the algorithm will make note of that and start pushing certain content out. I've noticed like this happened a few years ago. I kind of did like a social media audit. Shout out to Brett.
Ah, for real. Definitely did that too.
Did a social media like cleanse and audit. And I was like, I don't want to follow anyone or any like organization or things that don't serve the purpose or the goals that I'm trying to reach, right? Yeah. So I love my timeline. Like I don't follow any gossip blogs or all of that. Like I don't even like watching the news because if we already been hit with 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day and a high percentage of them are negative, like why would I intentionally feed myself with things that don't serve or don't help my mental wellness and like mental well-being? So how do y'all feel about social media? Like I feel like I'm amongst people who agree and like kind of have that same take. Like I'm gonna make sure that what I see is what I want to see and what I want to receive. That's good for me.
Yep. Protect your ear gates and your eye gates. Protect what you're watching and what you're listening to and what you're speaking. So I was already on that same thought process before you said. I was waiting. I'm like, I can't wait to talk about this. So I did the same thing. I cleaned out my social media. And you're right, the algorithms, they change based on things you like or whatever you spend more time on. So even with the whole mental health thing, doing on Google, you could do a quick search and be like top 10 things to do to increase my mental health. And just do basic stuff like that. And then you could search for that on Instagram and be like, looking for these. And then those little tips, taking a moment to breathe or doing some sort of activity.
And if you don't know how to do those things, see what's in your neighborhood, your community, like hyperlocal places. Like, I don't know how to do yoga or meditation on my own. What's happening?
Right. Most people that are doing any type of community work or any nonprofit, they either provide that service or they'll connect you to someone who can.
Exactly.
So it's really just reaching out. But let's say you're not that extroverted, you're not comfortable sharing that you have issues. Or your Instagram's a safe spot to just look up stuff on your own. I'm like, dang, okay, cool. And then the way the algorithms work, you'll just start seeing more of it. Like that 5K I signed up for.